Hey, welcome back to Miss Maddie's studio. I'm Maddie, and today's video is going to be a little different. It's going to be a series of digital illustrations that I've done over the past week. It was supposed to be something different, but I was given the opportunity to raise a precious little puppy named Evie who has narcolepsy, and this whole week has been dedicated to making my house narcoleptic puppy safe. I've been drawing apples lately. I'm from New York, and there's always something about, everybody in New York loves apples. It's the Big Apple. It's the best place to have apples. So I started with painting this apple, and it was based off of an actual apple that I had in my house at the time. Gosh, you really can't see much changing here, but I promise there are little things changing. I really loved adding in the blues in it. I really wanted to play around with colors and try adding some complementary colors to the drawing. I also decided to add a monster element to it, adding it and making it like my monster fruit illustration that I did. It's kind of based off that, but all of this was done. The fruit was all done in one layer because I really wanted to keep that painterly kind of aesthetic to it. The teeth were really hard. I had a really hard time with that because of the angle. I really wanted it to look like it was from the side like that in profile, and that was a harder angle than I anticipated it being. Yeah, we're almost done with this one. And then I tried drawing a banana. And as you can see, I was trying to put down a dark base for these and then go over the top with lighter colors and the shading and all of that. I didn't like how the shape came out in that one, so I started over, which you could see me doing it in reverse because I got so frustrated. I just kept hitting the undo button. But I mean, I could have just erased it and started over, but oh well. Oh, actually, I think I couldn't do that because I accidentally did it on the same layer as my background because I kept doing that over and over. And now I am trying with this one as well to try adding in some complementary colors. I added in a little bit of blue, and I'm gonna go in, here we go, with some orange, which does not even really look orange, but it was actually a really light orange that I was putting over the top of some of these bits. Gosh, I had to just go and stop Evie from beating up Chucky again. She is obsessed with him, but wants him to just play with her. He's not really used to other dogs anymore, so it's taken a second, but they're gonna love each other. I know it. And this was just really random. I wanted to try my hand at a landscape kind of scene, and I decided to do a forest at sunset with a little bit of a hill, trying to get in some interesting angles that I could play with the lights and the shadows with. And that has been something that I've been really trying to focus on. I feel like I've recently gotten a little bit of a grasp more on color theory itself, and so I really want to push myself more with the values and see if I can really hone in my skills in that sense. And I love birch bark trees. Birch trees are really beautiful, so I thought they would fit perfectly in this kind of landscape. instead of just doing, I was gonna do kind of just silhouettes of trees like I've done, like in my little demon boy illustration that I painted, which at first the colors were definitely inspired by that sky that I did, because it's literally almost the same. I think I used a slightly lighter orange because it was a little hard to blend, but obviously that's not an issue as much in this. Now I'm just going in and putting in the lights now and really trying to think about where the lights would be hitting the plants and the trees, and I really love how this one came out. I love the little fawn. I don't even think I've actually drawn a fawn before. This was the first time. And I think I do fix his face. I didn't like his face at first. Like right now, the face is fine. It's fine. But it wasn't my favorite of what I did. And now I was going in and fixing up the sky, making it a little more gradient. Now I'm fixing the face. And I think I even like just get rid of a bit of it for a sec. Oh, and now I wanted to show what my little fawn was looking at, which is just a little Bigfoot bro. Skinny little Bigfoot bro. Just hanging out. I love this brush. It's called the Jagged brush, and it's one of the basic ones that come with Procreate. But I just love the texture that it gives and the way that you can build it up. And this is another random landscape. I really wanted to push myself, see if I could create believable landscapes and believable lighting and all of that. So I was just messing around with any idea that popped into my head while I had a chance to actually draw and paint. I was going to film a lot of this stuff, but my new filming setup is a little bit tricky with the puppy. I've only had her, today is the third day she's been in our house. So it's still very, very new, and with having narcolepsy, I gotta keep an eye on her, and obviously she is a puppy. She is we were told that she was 5 to 6 months, but to me she looks like she's about 3 months, but I'm not sure. Not 100% sure with that. We haven't taken her to the vet yet. We're going to be taking her to the vet in the next month, hopefully. That's the plan, at least. So I was trying to draw like an adventure guy holding up the flame, and then I decided that was weird, so I made this little just fairy lady holding it up. And then all of this time I was making all of these things and all of these landscapes, and I'm like, I had gone out driving with Babe, and I looked up at the sky, and there were just these like beautiful cloud patterns happening. And I'm like, wait a minute, why have I not drawn clouds with this pen? Like, that would be wonderful. Like, that's the perfect texture, I thought. It actually was much harder than I imagined it to be. So I'm gonna have to practice. Clouds are hard. Clouds are just so hard. So I did this, and now I loved when I put the lights through, and I think that really brought the whole thing together. And now this is my little Evie girl, and there's Chucky in the corner. This is her having a narcoleptic episode. She's about to slip into it. And there she goes. Out like a light. She stays out for a couple of seconds, and then right back up and back to playing like nothing ever happened. She is also a super lovely little lap dog. Well, thank you for joining me for today's video. Please like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and bye!